na wewe, chukia nini kati yangu mimi na wewe. Solo. Mama, hasira za nini wewe bwana? Wewe bwana, aiyo sina makosa wewe bwana, sina makosa wewe bwana, aiyo sina makosa wewe bwana. Kila watu kila kwa nitoke mama, yoyo naomba picha yake osema mama. Kila watu kila kwa nitoke mama, yoyo naomba picha yake osema mama. Kila watu kila kwa nitoke mama, yoyo naomba picha yake osema mama. Kila watu kila kwa nitoke mama, sela naomba picha yake osela mama, osela 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 yoyo naomba picha yake osela mama, naomba picha yake osela yoyo naomba picha yake osela mama.
My name is Andrew Muruka. I'm the Deputy Director for Occupational Safety and Health Services in the State Department for Labor, Ministry of Labor and Social Protection. First of all, I want to welcome you to this session. This brief session is meant to sensitize the people of Nakuru and Kenya at large about some minimum requirements at workplaces, and also to highlight the issue that we have at the moment, and that is some one or two briefs about the baseline survey report for workplaces of Nakuru County. So I will start by addressing the issues that are of concern to me and to the Directorate. But before I do that, I want to introduce Bwana Nyongesa. Peter Nyongesa is Senior Assistant Director in charge of Occupational Safety and Health Training Institute at the Directorate. So one of the things that is a concern to the Directorate is that workplaces, particularly in Nakuru, are not registered. They're not registered, and it's a legal requirement that they do register, and this is an area that we are going to take seriously because it means that there is outstanding wash fund levy to be paid, and in accordance with the financial management requirements, any levy that is due must be paid, and therefore we are going to pursue this to the end. Number two is that out of the workplaces in Nakuru, 99.7% have not conducted what is called occupational safety and health risk assessments in accordance with Section 6, subsection 3 of the Occupational Safety and Health Act. And we'd like to say that if you are an employer, if you are a workplace, if you are an occupier, or if you are the owner of any particular workplace, then the law requires that you conduct occupational safety and health risk assessments. And if you don't do it, then you are committing a criminal offense under the Occupational Safety and Health Act. If you round off 99.7%, for those who did the maths of our time, that is to the nearest whole number, that's 100%. So it is putting workers at risk because the employer does not know the risks to which the workers are exposed, and the workers are also not being informed about those particular risks. So it is a concern, and we are going to take also very strict measures with respect to this particular area. And we hope that we don't, or workplaces don't need to wait for that time that we are going to take the action. They can take the action now so that, they are able to comply with the requirements. And this does not apply to workplaces in Nakuru only. It applies to all workplaces in the country. And therefore, we hope that the entire country, people are going to conduct risk assessments and comply adequately. Now, workplaces which have 20 or more employees are required by law also to have an occupational safety and health committee. And in Nakuru, only a quarter have complied with this requirement. Secondly, only a quarter have also complied with the requirement to have an occupational safety and health policy in place. So 3/4 have not complied with the two critical requirements. We know that a policy is a commitment by the employer, place for people to work. And if this commitment is not documented and communicated to the employees as required by the law, then it is a serious omission on the side of the employer. And the law is very clear. It says that if there is any obligation that is imposed upon you and you don't do it, then you may be presented before a magistrate. The fine is about 500,000 shillings or 3 months in jail, or both such fines and such imprisonment. So I want to encourage employers, the whole country, to ensure that these basic requirements of having a safe place to work are in place and they are able to monitor the occupational safety and health hazards. The other thing I wanted to highlight is about the role of the media, particularly on the issue of the baseline survey that we have conducted. And I don't have any doubt in my mind that the media has a key role to inform, educate, and entertain. And we hope that this role will be taken up. And we want to partner. We are willing to partner with the media because it is one of the key recommendations of the baseline report. We want to partner with the media so that the issue of information about occupational safety and health can be propagated in a very coordinated manner. In this connection, we are planning to have a training session, actually one day, before September next year, for all journalists. We will start with the journalists of Nakuru, and we are going to train them on occupational safety and health, so that when they are reporting, they know the boundaries. They know that occupational safety and health is not salary. It is about preventive efforts, protective efforts, placement, and ensuring that workers are safe wherever they are in the workplaces. Now, safe workers are productive. Anytime you work anywhere and you don't feel safe, you are always never productive. In terms of occupational injuries in Nakuru generally, we know that long time ago there were so many reports about injuries, particularly chemical injuries in Nakuru. And right now we have started seeing some telltale evidence of some occupational diseases. We have chosen 2 flower farms, and we are going to conduct medical examination. We are going to conduct a thorough investigation of those 2 flower farms to establish all the chemical substances that they have in place in accordance with the legislation that provides for chemical safety. And it is very simple. No employer is required to have a chemical in a workplace if that chemical does not have what you call a material safety data sheet. That is number 1. Number 2, all workers handling chemicals must be trained properly on the safe use of those chemicals. There must be adequate signage. There must be adequate information. There must be adequate training, information, supervision, and instruction. So we hope that no person shall be exposed to any chemical in future, and we are working with all the people who have chemicals in their workplaces to ensure that this aspect of the law is fully complied with. So I want to conclude by saying that the Directorate's mandate, the Directorate has 3 key mandates. Mandate number 1 is to inspect workplaces and ensure that safety and health requirements for employees are met. Number 2 is to promote occupational safety and health in workplaces and in the entire society. And number 3 is to ensure that those who get injured while in the course of employment are compensated within the stipulated 120 days. So I want to thank you. I want to stop there, and maybe if there is any 1 or 2 questions, maybe we can take. That's not the only thing they are susceptible to, but they are also susceptible to minor injuries that occur every day, near misses, and including fatal accidents at the workplace. So it is not just terrorism only, but it encompasses the entire spectrum of occupational safety.